Hi, I'm Tom from Gear for Music, and I'm joined today by Dr. Chris from Casio, and we've got the new Privia Upgrade series, and this is the PX-S5000. So it might look familiar to other models, but there's a lot more going on. Let's have a look in more detail. As I've mentioned, this is a Privia Upgrade, so it's also very familiar to the PX-S1100 in a lot of ways. So how has it been upgraded?
Yes, it is. And if you look at it straight away, you tend to think, oh, it hasn't changed. But actually, there's a very, very big change to the PX-S5000. So with the PX-S1100, it still is the world's slimmest digital piano with 88 keys and speakers. And we've kept that design for the PX-S5000. So that's why they look very, very, very similar.
It's very much got that essence, even just Absolutely. Visually it looks identical.
Yep. Really slimline, very, very compact. And we had so many comments from customers saying, oh, I really love that idea, but what about if you just made the key action just a little bit more premium? And that's exactly what we have done here. So the 1100 action was absolutely fantastic. But with the 5000, we've actually changed the keys themselves. So now they use our brand new, what's called smart hybrid keyboard action. The big thing with that is the keys themselves. They actually have wooden inserts on either side of the key.
So I can see that just as you're pressing down on the key there, they have got that wooden finish.
Yeah, so you can see the wooden finish there. And by adding wood to the keys, it increases the density of the key. So it basically means that it's a lot more luxurious to play.
So it's more solid, you can actually feel a bit more behind the key rather than sort of feeling too light.
Very much so, and the key textures themselves have been changed. We've re-engineered those so they've got a much more high quality premium feel. And actually for every octave you'll find every key has a slightly different texture as well.
So it's much more tactile, even just sort of looking in this light, you can really sort of see the differences in texture there. So it just really sort of make it quite good under the fingers.
So it's absolutely wonderful to play, and we've, as much as possible, kept that really lightweight form factor. So the PX-S1100 was, I think, 11.2 kilos. This model, the PX-S5000, just 11.5 kilos. So not much of a difference in terms of extra weight, just a tiny bit, and we've got a huge improvement in the key action.
So we've also got the premium sounds in here as well, haven't we?
Yep. So we've included a few more sounds than the PX-S1100, starting off with just a lovely grand piano sound. And you know, the controls themselves are very, very straightforward. To choose different tones, you just literally have to hold down the grand piano button here, which is a touch button, and then any key at the lowest end of the piano will actually gives you different sounds. So
that's a really nice feature, actually. You can actually hear it before you play it, because sometimes you have to set the tone and then play, no, not a fan of that, change again. So Absolutely. It's nice you can hear that straight from the off.
It's really direct, and if you have a different tone, you can go straight back to a grand piano just by pressing the grand piano button. So
straightforward, easy to use, but it's so simple in terms of the design, just having that sort of touch screen there, isn't it, in effect, rather than having all buttons sort of clouding your view.
Yeah, very, very sort of straightforward, and as you say, it doesn't distract you from when you just want to play. And you can get it in a variety of configurations. So it's designed to be a portable piano, but you can add a wooden stand to it if you want to make it look a little bit more like a conventional compact digital piano.
So that'll fit in much better at home, for example, or if you want to have it more as a permanent feature.
Yep, absolutely. And it includes a sustain pedal. And you can also upgrade that sustain pedal if you want to. Casio do an SP20 single sustain pedal. We've also got an SP30
which is what we've got here, so that does give you the full 3-pedal functionality.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very, very versatile. Whatever you want to do with the piano, you can achieve.
So I can see on the back we've got the speakers again, so nicely positioned, nice cover on there. So how well do the speakers work on this one?
They work really well. I mean, they're absolutely fine if you've got a living room size, a studio, music room. They're great for monitoring. You know, if you taking this piano around maybe into a hotel room, or you want to just do a very quick rehearsal with somebody, you don't need any extra equipment. The speakers are there. And also with the speakers, you also have Bluetooth capabilities with the piano. So Bluetooth audio. So if you want to hear music from your phone or your tablet through the speakers, very, very easy to do so. We've got wireless audio streaming and wireless MIDI as well, so which is really, really good if you've got a tablet with music apps for learning, and you're so fed up with connecting cables every time if you're wanting to use the piano as a MIDI controller. So with wireless Bluetooth MIDI, you don't need cables. It works straight away.
And obviously there are the Casio apps that you can use alongside.
Yeah, Casio have got this great app called Music Space. It's free. You can get it for iOS or Android platforms. And in that, you can do a variety of different things. So you can learn new songs. You can also access all of the features and functions of the piano on the screen.
So you can fine tune it. It's a much more intuitive way of doing it, isn't it? So more interactive. You can see exactly what you're tweaking.
Yeah, so with this piano, you can tweak a lot of different things, from the tone of the piano, different tunings. I mean, you name it, you can probably alter it if you wanted to. You can do it by using the function key and pressing different keys, but you know, it's much more easy to do it on the app. It's very visual.
So I've also mentioned connectivity to things like Bluetooth. I can also see USB ports in the back as well, so you can also link that up and use it as a MIDI device as well.
You can. I mean, it's plug and play, no drivers required. Simply just plug the cable in the back. It appears as a USB MIDI device. It'll work with a PC or a Mac or any Android or iOS device, and it's plug and play.
So you've got an upgraded action compared to what you necessarily get with a MIDI controller or MIDI keyboard. So for those that are more used to a piano sound but want to explore music technology a bit more, it really sort of lends itself to that application.
Yeah, it does. And that's a really important point, because you tend to find that a lot of MIDI controllers, they don't have a really good piano action inside them. So with this instrument, first and foremost, we've got that brand new key action, which you can use as a controller if you want to.
So ultimately, if you're after a premium piano feel with the upgraded action, some great sounds and great connectivity, this is certainly the one to be looking at, because it does everything it says on the tin. So if you've enjoyed the video, click like, subscribe and comment below. Thank you for watching.